Welcome back to Livie'S Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel, and I'm your host, Fam the Fabulous. For more ideas, inspiration, swaps, and challenges, click the link in the description below to join our craft community, the Maker Exchange, on Facebook. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, all my artists, creatives, crafters, and makers. Welcome back to the Lovely Lab and this week's edition of Color and Chat with me. Now, I'm going to start this week off with a quick little Dollar Tree share. I just think it's necessary for me to just share with you a few things that I picked up when I was at the store. Now, because I think I went in there looking for some rub-ons from for I know so many of my crafty friends don't have access to a Dollar Tree that has craft items, and I get it because it's only as of recently that my Dollar Trees have started stocking them, and I have three within a pretty much a 5-6 mile range. There's another one about 10 miles away from me, 15 miles away from me, and that one is huge. Nevertheless, so I went into this particular Dollar Tree looking for some rub-ons for Joshua Ink the Edges. Well, should I say Joshua from Joshua Ink the Edges? Because he mentioned that his Dollar Tree is bleh, and I also was looking for some stickers, some fall theme stickers that were similar to the ones that I made in my Dollar Tree fall challenge video where I made the cards using the Dollar Tree stickers. I'm going to send those to another crafty friend. But nevertheless, they did not have the rub-ons. They barely had anything. It was like somebody went in there and just killed those shelves, the crafty shelves. So now, before we get on to this, let me go ahead and share with you what I found. Now, let me start off by saying, look at this. Is anybody else familiar with this brand, April Bath and Shower? I have never seen this type of packaging in the Dollar Tree. And I started to, oh gosh, it's first off, you see it says lavender and chamomile. Okay, this smells so amazing. And I had never seen, first of all, I'd never seen the packaging. But I saw this first. I was looking for, that was one of the other things. I needed some shower gel for Josh. So I went in there looking for shower gel for him and also some for me. So I saw this, and then I saw this. This smells really good, refreshing mint eucalyptus. So I got this for Josh. I saw this and I grabbed, they only had one of these. They had like about 40 of these. They only had one of these. And I was like, oh, because I love the smell of it. So I was like, well, let me go ahead and grab a few. They didn't have a few. Okay. And I'm not grabbing more than one for Josh because I don't know how he'll like the scent. If he likes it, then I'll go back and get a couple more. But certain things, one, it's $1. And then two, if you like it, stock up on it because they may not carry it in a couple weeks, or may be bought out. But I believe that April Bath and Showers might be a Dollar Tree brand or a brand that's, I don't know. Anyway, so when I was turning to walk out of the aisle, I looked on the left-hand side of the aisle, and they had the Soothing Lavender Chamomile Body Lotion. So I was like, bingo, bingo, okay? So I just wanted to share that with you because this is a great brand. And then while I was in the makeup aisle, I saw these, okay? So I plan to send one of these, this pink one anyways, to a crafty friend. This one I'll keep for myself. Well, I got it for myself, so I'll keep it. And then, because you can use this when you go put something with hot glue down to press it in place. In a variety of different other usages, like mixed media stuff. And then I saw these stickers. Well, I got these already. You saw me use those in my card making video. And then I also grabbed two, one for me and one for a crafty friend. But these are so cute. You can't really see them because of the cellophane. But this one says Sweet Autumn. Fall is in the air. So very thankful. Hello, fall. Autumn grace. Fall is in the air. Always stay grateful. And then some little flowers down there. Autumn splendor. Hello, fall. So I think this is really pretty. So I'm planning on sending that to a crafty friend as well. And then they had these cute little, I'm not a fan of the sunflower, but I know many of you are, and it's apparently a fall flower. I don't know why, but I digress. So I'll send those out in Happy Mail. I got to open up the pack because I'm not sending a whole pack. Nobody needs 20 or 15 of the same napkin. Rarely do we ever. But that'll make a great decoupage for a journal. So those are the items that I picked up. Now, let's get on over to the coloring and chatting part of this business here. Okay, now let me just start off by saying this before I start digressing. This is the last page that we did. Where is it? It's right here. This is the last page we did last month. And I thought it came out cute. Nothing too spectacular, but you know, I really do this to keep my hands moving and give you guys something to look at while I'm running my mouth, getting you updated on what is going on in my neck of the woods. You know. Okay, and so this is the page that I think I want to work on this week. And I like it because there's the hair and then the arts and crafts stuff. So, I mean, yeah, we got to do this one. We got to. I think I'm going to start off with just doing some of the background and then work my way in. But who knows, whatever we have time for is what we're going to do. Okay? We are not going to stress about things we cannot control. And I have where's my test paper? Oh, that's a pretty red. So we'll do the hearts with that red. Okay, so let me give you guys an update of what's going on in my neck of the woods. Okay, so my very first niece, which she's been my only niece biological for over 20 years, because my brother just had his first child 3 years ago. So I was 19 when my niece was born. And I mean, she was all but a doll baby as far as I was concerned. You know what I mean? Like at 19, she's going wherever I'm going. And you know, my sister she was 21 at the time. 20, I think she turned 22, something like that. You're not overly cautious. But my sister trusted me, so my niece could go with me anywhere I went. Anyway, so my niece just had her first child, which makes me a great aunt. I am so super excited about it and proud of her. Her and her husband, they got married last winter, I believe it was. I want to say it was last winter. I'm really not good with dates. They got married in Virginia, where they're stationed at. They're both in the Navy. Ironically, I think she met him here. I think she met him where they're at, but he's from the same state as her, just a couple hours away. And so nevertheless, they got married. She had her baby 5 days before my birthday. Woo, she had her baby a few days before mine. I said, God is good. God is good. So, yeah, so I'm going to red here and red here. I'm super excited, and the baby's name is I don't want to share it because it's a baby and it's not my child, so I don't want to. But nevertheless, it's a really beautiful name, and I think she did well. So I think she just got home yesterday from the hospital, and you know, I made sure that the gifts for the baby was there the day that I shipped it the day she went into labor. It technically was supposed to be a shower gift, but you don't need it until the baby gets here. So I shipped it to make sure that when the baby was there, you know, it's like, come on. But needless to say, she loves her gifts. And I'm not going to go into the details about all of what I got her, because that's not important. But one of the things that I got her was, because I had to make sure, was a kente cloth romper onesie. Oh my gosh, it is the cutest, with a hair bow, with a headband that goes around it. Because I just want her to have something that represents her ethnicity. You know, I want to start her off in this world with a connection to her heritage. And so I also sent, I want to start her off with a good library too, because it's all about, you have to have a strong foundation in literature in order to succeed here in life. I truly do believe that in God can take you far. If you are not afraid of a book and not afraid to spend your time reading and praying, I should say, you can go far. So that being said, I sent a variety of books to ensure that mom could have a variety, some good reading material for her. And because she's a little brown girl, she needs something that encourages and uplifts her spirit, that speaks to the beauty that's within the standards of our community, which, because we come in so many different colors and shades and hair textures, it's important that we just celebrate all of the various looks that we represent. I know in different cultures, every culture has its own standard of beauty. Um, but a lot of them are based on European standards. And I want to make sure that we change that narrative in our family. Now, that's not necessary for everybody else to do. That may not be an important ideology for anyone else, but it is for me, because growing up as a little brown girl, um, I know there's going to be times where she feels invisible. So, because she won't meet those standards that are set by, the by society. So just making sure that are mindful of what her plight is, and um, you know helping to create an environment of love, unity, diversity, inspiring her, motivating her, and allowing her to be whoever it is that she feels that she's called to be. So yeah, it is TT's job to make sure that she has a good grasp on herself and on life, and that she stays encouraged. I plan to encourage her every step of the way, virtually, close up, however I can, and support the mom. And this is both of theirs first child, and I know at that age you make a lot of mistakes, but she's got plenty of support. My niece does. Family and friends, I do believe. She's a good kid. So, and her husband seems like an amazing guy. So my prayer is that God always places people on her path that will support her as a mom, encourage her to be her best self, so that she can contribute that to her daughter. She can be the best mom that she can be, and her daughter can grow up with that as an example. So that's one thing. And my birthday is tomorrow, so we shall see what happens then. But tomorrow is a school day, and it's also a work day. And Friday was I just had sent out a contract that I had been working on for a month. Okay, a real estate contract, and I finally got it complete. It took forever. Trust me when I say that. It was a long time coming on this contract, but I finally got it handled prayerfully. My client will be closing um, middle of next month, and it will be her first home. So amen for that. Thank goodness. I'm going to use an orange for that. Now let's see, how can we color? Let's see. What do we have here? It says purple. And what's on the other end? Okay, let's do this. Yeah. And now I have another contract that I'll probably start towards the end of this upcoming week. It's just a house that I'll be listing. It's a lakefront property that I'll be listing after Labor Day, but I got to get the ball rolling to make sure I have all the documentation in place. Because as we all know, uh, anything that Newton's law of physics, is it Newton's? Forgive me if I'm misquoting him. Anyways, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. I don't even want to talk about it. But needless to say, I'm grateful that this contract is on its way. And prayerfully, my client will be a first-time home buyer in a few weeks. And then I will be ecstatic to have provided her with that service. I prayed about it. I prayed with her and over this transaction, over this deal. And it seems like everything is coming together. So, yeah. Now, so what's going on here in the craft world? I've got the flip through or the giveaway for the Vintage Summer Road Trip Journal that ends today. I have the video for the Dollar Tree Fall Challenge giveaway coming up later today. And I actually just finished up a second Dollar Tree Challenge, Fall Challenge video with the one of the items that I showed in the haul, which was, I think it was the wooden wall plaque. So that one came out really nice. Stay tuned for that, because it is gorgeous. It is gorgeous, if I do say so myself. And honestly, I had no intentions of making it mixed media, but it actually, that's what it ended up being. Just pulling items from my stash, using it on, I actually use a number of Dollar Tree items on that one. So I think that's something that you guys will enjoy. Now, if you are new to the channel and you are enjoying this little bit of chat and me running my mouth, this is a time where you want to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because while I am sitting here coloring, this really isn't what I do. There are plenty of creatives who color, and they do such a better job than I do. I just use this as a way for me not to sit on camera and talk about me like a narcissist. Oh gosh. A little narcissistic, huh? No, but I just want to keep y'all abreast of what's going on, you know what I mean? Because y'all are my family, you know? And I do enjoy sharing this information with y'all. Now, of course, some of the information I have to limit, because if it's not my business, if it includes someone else, I can't very well put all of their information out without their permission. But I can tell you little bits and pieces and snippets without violating any of their privacy. So that's pretty much what I try to do. Share a little bit without violating anyone else's privacy. But yeah, so we've got that going on. I'm in the process of digging up, doing a little bit of research for the next digital kit that I'm coming up with. It will be piggybacking off of the Legendary Women. So essentially, I think I'm going to end up doing a Legendary Woman series of digitals, you know. So just stay tuned for that as well. It's going to be about a month out for that. Because between work, regular content here on the channel, a few collaborations or challenges, and honestly doing some pre-Christmas pre-Christmas gifts. Like, it's no sense in me waiting till the last minute. Just slowly working my way towards that. And I've gotten requests for some journals from a couple of different people. Actually, three different people. I won't have time for whatever the heck it was that I was really originally talking about. Oh yeah, I won't have time for I have to pace myself, so I won't be working exclusively on the digital every night. I have to kind of do it as time allows, and so and I'm confident that I'll have something by beginning or middle of March, probably the beginning, because I want to get that done and out of the way. Um, it looks as though the Vintage Summer Road Trip Journal Kit, that one did very well. I'm still getting a lot of requests for the Legendary Women of the Harlem Renaissance kit, believe it or not. So, um, especially the postcards. I'm so glad that I actually put those up, because I put the kit up first, and something told me just make the one sheet available along with a couple of pages, and so that's what I did. I just made one listing with just the postcards. I think it's just the postcards, not the postcards in a couple of pages. I'm not sure, but that one sells regularly. So I think what I'm going to do is try and. All right, so that was Josh interrupting my flow. He don't care. All right, let me do that in there. I don't even know what I was talking about. I'm sure I was talking about the digital. So anyway, yeah, so I'm excited about the new digital. I also would like to, oh, wrong thing. I also would like to create some more background prints, because I have jelly prints that I need to scan and upload. I'm not sure if I want to make them as a kit, or I'm not sure. I got to think a little bit on that. Drop in the comments and let me know, what would you rather have? Would you rather have background prints, jelly prints that you can print off and use yourself? What type of digital are you looking for at the current moment? And maybe it's a possibility that I can create something. I'm not sure. I'm not making no promises, but I'm just saying I'll be happy to provide that service for you if I can. If I can. Now, is this the right yellow? Because this looks awfully green. Yeah, no, that ain't it. That is not it. Okay. And so also, let me just say what's going on in my household. So, okay, for the past few years, stars, we're looking for the stars. For the past 2 years, Josh's school has, they would send a notice letting me know that Josh's scores, um, essentially they would ask to allow him to be tested for the gifted program, and I just declined, because over the years I did. I'm not going to ignorantly say that I didn't see the point of it. Um, what I will say is that what the gifted program would provide for him in the earlier years, he was already being provided, which is enrichment opportunities. He already got that. But times have changed, and I cannot bring the same philosophy into 2021, 22, because we are still in the middle of a pandemic, and those same enrichment opportunities that were available for him throughout the years, over the last 4 and 5 years, they're not. And even if they are available, I'm not comfortable allowing him to participate in them. We have always been a very active family, especially as it pertains to his activities. Josh never sat idle. Like, there was always baseball games that he was, baseball, basketball, whatever sport, there was always that. Two and three times a week, sometimes four. And then not participating, but supporting his friends who were in that, in their different sports, soccer and stuff like that. So if I wasn't sitting in the stands rooting for him, we were rooting for, he and I would be in the stands rooting for other people. And then there would be community events and charitable events that we participated in, and church community wide events, and outreach programs that we would participate in. So a number of different things for him to be able to learn from, grow from, use problem solving skills, and so on and so forth. So we've always allowed him to experience a variety of different um, events, things that would promote growth, and as well as education for different communities and different people. You know what I mean? Like, and that for me is important in terms of enrichment. I'd rather him be a truly compassionate individual than for him to be a truly highly intellectual being. If I had to choose one over the other, I would rather have a child who loves people and reaches out for people than to have a kid that's a genius. That's just me. I know everybody else have their own standards, and I don't impose that on anybody. So please don't impose yours on me. Not that it would happen anyways. Get it? But that being said, the the with the pandemic being here, we're not out. He's not able to participate in the various activities that he normally would, and neither are many of his friends. So, as a matter of fact, right now, two of his closest friends that he's grown up with have COVID. Right now, they're kids. Okay, two of the four kids that he's grown up with over the years, two of them are home with COVID. So, it's real, and um, so that being said, as far as the gifted program, that normally the letter for that is normally sent out somewhere between December and January. And once they start the testing, I believe in the spring, and then the classes are implemented in the fall. I think that's kind of how it works. Well, I've gotten that email every year since first grade, and well, I've declined because he's always been active and growing, obviously still growing since then. Well, this year I guess the school got sick of my declines because they sent the letters out saying, your son's scores have qualified him for the advanced program. No need to do nothing because we already enrolled him. He's automatically enrolled in advanced classes. So thank you, goodbye. That's essentially kind of how the email went. Like, we know you're going to say no if we ask you. So we just going to go ahead and do it anyways. But I'm glad that that's an option for him. And I'm glad that they are able to pour over those records and, those grades and determine the children that, could benefit from um, classes that would challenge them. And I think he's doing good so far. So God is good. He knows best. He said, "Oh, you don't want him in there. You don't want extra work. Well, okay, you don't have to do it, y'all. You don't have to do extra work, but we gonna set baby boy up so that he still grows and he still learns." So I think I did the right thing as a parent by just choosing an alternative route for that. But I think you have to constantly assess where you're at in each step, in each stage of your child's life, so that you're not bringing yesterday's standards into today's to address today's issues. So there's that, people. Let me see if I got a light green. I feel like I want a light green on that. Yeah. No, I don't. I do not. Not that green anyways. So that's that. Josh is doing very well. Hubby is ready to retire. He ain't ready to retire, but you let him tell it every day. He's ready to retire. Okay. Which prayerfully he'll be able to do in a few years. And then we can start a tiny home community. All right, so I typically go around 20 minutes on my color and chat. So I'm going to check the time real quick and see where we're at. We are at 30 minutes. All right. So 30-minute color and chat, guys. I hope I have entertained you. I hope that you have learned a little bit about what is going on in my neck of the woods. Tell me what interesting, or not even interesting, but what new thing is going on in your life. All right. Is there anything you want prayer for? Because there's an email address down in the description box that if you need prayer for something, please do not hesitate to drop me an email. It will remain confidential. It will not be shared in any capacity. You will not be on some like spam email lists or anything like that. I'll simply pray. Now, if you say pray for XYZ and then call me back or follow up or whatever, I'm going to follow your instructions. But I can assure you that your information remains confident. And you can also request an unknown prayer. Because believe it or not, God knows what you're asking for before I or you even ask for it. So that being said, guys, thank you so much for coming back. And those who are not new to the channel, I know we always, you know, try to get the attention of the people who are not subscribed. But right now, those who are subscribed to the channel and have been here a while, I just want to thank you for supporting me. I appreciate you. You know, there's oftentimes where I don't get out of the house for a couple of days, and frankly, the adult interaction, comments, feedback, shares, and stuff like that, it kind of just keeps me going, helps me be the best person that I can be, because no man is an island, and we cannot live in this world. We were not meant to live in this world by ourselves. So it takes a village of awesome creatives to keep this awesome, or should I say fabulous, creative going. So until we're back together on YouTube, guys, stay encouraged, stay blessed, and stay creative and crafty. Bye for now.
If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe to join the crafty community, and be sure to click the bell for notifications of new uploads. Thank you so much for watching. Now stay tuned for more from Livie's Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel. Bye for now.